This is definitely going to be one of the most polarizing opinions I think to ever exist, and that very simple opinion is that I absolutely adore Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, and wholeheartedly believe it is the best out of the Micheal Bay Transformers movies. There's just this consistent entertainment I get out of watching this movie. The first Transformers is pretty okay, like it isn't terrible, but for me that one is pretty boring. The third one is even more boring than the first, because barely anything really happens. The only thing the third movie had going for it was the final fight, because that was pretty rad. The fourth movie, don't even get me started on the fourth movie. You know how I said the third movie was more boring than the first? Well, the fourth one is even more boring than the first and third movie combined. The fifth movie is not as bad as the fourth, and is actually up there pretty close to the second film in terms of enjoyment I felt while watching these.
Free at last! Thank Megatron, I'm free at last!
So in terms of enjoyment, it pretty much goes 2, 5, 1, 3, and 4. Keyword, enjoyment. I am in no way saying Revenge of the Fallen is a good film in terms of cinematography, story, all that goes into making a good movie. But anyways, why do I really hold a soft spot for Revenge of the Fallen? This movie is just so wacky. It isn't every movie you get this female robot sex scene like this absolute gem. I guess my thing is that all the other Transformers movies are just boring. I have a hard time staying awake during them. However, not this one. Almost every scene is some drug-filled fever dream, and I love it, because stuff is actually happening. Also, side note, how is this movie not straight up rated R? I think I only have to show a couple clips to get you guys on my side with this one.
I am directly below! Enemy scrotum!
Hold those.
What is that? Bro, ran out of toilet paper. You got any out here? Please tell me you got any.
Yeah, kids watch this movie. But the first movie was just fighting Megatron, but mostly the military, and we barely even get to see Megatron. It was just boring military garbage. I don't understand why movies do this. They introduce this super cool monster, or robot, or something just non-human and strictly likes to focus more on boring human drama. Godzilla did it, a lot of the Transformers movies did it, hell, even Tokyo Ghoul did it. Show me the cool shit. However, there are a lot of Transformers in this movie. Unlike the others where it's Shia LaBeouf going alone or with Megan Fox, who's equally as entertaining as the fourth movie, he actually actively has Transformers in his little gang. It's awesome. We also actually have evil Transformers to deal with. Yeah, we have Megatron again, and okay, hold up. This guy dies at the end of each movie. At least the first three, he died, came back, and then died again. I guess he didn't die at the end of this one, but he gets his ass beat pretty fast. We also have this villain called, wait for it, the Fallen. Is it all starting to come together now? It should be. Masterful. Now, what does the Fallen want, you may ask? He wants revenge. These characters are just so... I can't even think of the word for it. Outrageous, ridiculous, along those lines. We got this little tiny toy truck Decepticon who's always trying to bang Megan Fox, Shia LaBeouf trying to warn us of future events, the fourth movie, this college friend who I actually wish came back, he was pretty funny. This guy's pretty funny. And then the holy gems of this movie. The characters with the most character I've ever seen. Should have won an Oscar.
Section with green. No, green is mine. I call green. I got the green. That hurt, man. It's supposed to hurt. It's an ass kicking.
The twins. If I wanted to, I could probably do an entire video analyzing what is wrong with these characters. They are very racist. They are straight up crude. And they are honestly hilarious. Not this is actually funny and well-written humor, but more I shouldn't be laughing, but this is so outrageous and just not what I was expecting that I can't help but awkwardly laugh whenever they show up and speak. This movie is so bad, but it's so good. All the fight scenes are just eye candy, and this movie has a bomb-ass score, let me tell you. I hate to admit it, but this movie sometimes gives me chills just off the score alone. Also, that one really old Transformer who was also hilarious. He sacrificed his core or something and gave it to Optimus Prime. I don't really remember what that was all about, but it gave us this awesome Optimus Prime scene where he absolutely destroyed Megatron and the Fallen. Come on, you can't tell me that's not cool.
Let's roll.
This movie also takes itself so seriously. It's kind of embarrassing at times how serious this movie thinks it is when you have scenes like this. Well, I did expect this video to be pretty short, but all in all, I actually adore this movie. It's an absolute piece of shit of film that not even Micheal Bay could defend, but it's good, mindless entertainment when you have a spare 2.5 hours, which is a lot longer than I remember it being, actually.